Baby, let me run some game for the one time. I know that I can get you wet off that one line. Baby, this ain't no movie, but baby, we can get it cracking like some gunfire. Baby, let me run some game for the one time. I know that I can get you
Sunset Rewind, Fan Zone, episode 6 for the 2024 season. Joined by Devyn Blake and Julius Gillick of Edison. Hey, intro song, what was that, man?
Oh, that's my cousin. That's Woe Side. Shout out Joseph Heffa back in Seattle. We just played that in the locker room. It's like we run it like 3 times before every game for no reason.
Oh, so that's the pregame music?
Yeah.
So here on Sunset Rewind, we let the guests choose the Fan Zone song, and so that's the one they went with. And that's your cousin?
Yeah, not the one that was right there, but he's on it. He's on the song.
All right, good stuff. Well, thanks for sharing that with us. Hey, by the way, if they want to hear that or find that it's on Spotify. What's the song?
Cinematic with the 3 for the first E of TZ Pack Solo and Woe Side.
All right, so free pub.
Nice. Well, Chargers getting it done, moving to 3-2. Gentlemen, thank you for being here with us on a Sunday morning here. Welcome to the Fan Zone. We'll jump right into it. So, where are they now? And go to the slideshow, please, Cole.
Hi.
Josiah Lamarque.
Lamarque.
Newport Harbor High School class of 2024. Anybody know where he's at?
Cal Poly, right?
Yeah, Julius.
San
Yes.
Luis Obispo.
There he is.
Oh, he's got the mustache doing
I
his
knew
Jackson
you'd like
Regis look.
Hey, look, Mo actually pronounced Jackson Regis' last name right.
I dig the short hair and the non-mud. I got to be honest. Good-looking kid, but all right, good for him.
Yeah.
I wonder how he's doing.
His time will come. He has not played. I talk about Cal Poly San Luis Obispo on one of my podcasts.
Devyn, Julius, are you friends with anybody on other teams? Or I know Edison's a tight community. Not at all.
Well,
You know-
I just want to say for sure, Cal Poly, we got alumni Troy Fletcher there.
Yeah.
Troy
You're a
Fletcher,
darn
yeah.
good
He
player.
actually got to see action against Eastern Washington yesterday.
Yeah, I watched some of the games. I watched them ball out. It's good to see an Edison guy out there doing something.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know Troy Foster at all, but I put on like the Inglewood Edison game from like 3 years ago sometime.
He's a dude.
I mean, I've
Yeah,
never
he's a
spoken
dude.
with him, nothing, but
Edison's
respect
had some
for that
dudes from through the years. I'm thinking Zomalt, the UCLA
Yeah.
linebacker. They sure could use him. But I wanted to ask you real quick, Julius. I'd heard, and tell me if this turned out, like you play or you did play like spring ball up in Seattle, like it's padded. Like talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's different. Washington football and California football are very different.
How so?
A lot less like exposure.
Okay.
There's maybe 4 good teams.
But you'd go up there in the spring and play in a league
Yeah,
or
so
scrimmages.
it's not like
What was
it's not
it?
like a league. It's like a program. You know how they have like the premium 7-on-7 stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Right,
like
right.
OC Buckeyes. It's like a high school version of that. And I mean, I didn't need it at all. I already
Right.
had my film. I already had my looks. But I'd been in.
Oh,
the
it's an
program.
opportunity to showcase yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to be
But-
invited to it?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
But I'd just been in that program since I was, a little kid, and it was going up there, after I already have, like offers and stuff like that. It was really just like a loyalty thing, showing those coaches that I'm still with them, that
Oh,
I
that's cool.
still
So-
like their sport. So shout out Reggie Jones, shout out Air Academy, CT Taylor, all that stuff.
So Devyn, Julius, we know you guys are good football players. Do you play any other sports?
I actually play basketball at Edison.
That was D1 Hooper.
Nah. But I've been playing basketball since I was 7. I really just play it for fun now. I just love the sport.
So you like a power forward?
Yeah, I mean,
No, he's a point guard. Look at him.
last year I just had fun on JV, did my thing.
Yeah.
Nothing
Box people
crazy.
out.
Yeah, box people, get rebounds, post up. So I just do whatever. I just play it for fun.
Well, it probably helps with your footwork a lot in football, right?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely been told like I have pretty good footwork for
Yeah.
my size, especially, and so I definitely attribute that to not only basketball but just like my training when I was younger, training with like Coach Hector and stuff at Edison, getting my footwork right.
I've encouraged all my athletes through the years, play as many sports
As
as
many
you
as
can,
you can.
while you can, because you only get to do it once. And some of the skills that you learn in different sports carry over to your primary sport, football.
Yeah.
Julius, do you play anything else, or
I dabbled.
you
Last
dabble?
year.
You gonna dabble this year after football's over?
Because football was really serious. Like
Sure.
it's still every day. Last year, so I was doing like rugby and track, but I just
Rugby and track.
I
Nice.
just kind of. Hey, Devyn, didn't you have like a 40-point game last year too?
What?
Oh yeah.
What?
When we played Fountain Valley last year, I had like 37, and then like the game winner.
Man, you guys love to bully the Barons,
so,
man.
So you were telling me before we started filming, so ironically enough, the Fountain Valley coach is now your coach at Edison?
Yeah, shout out Coach Beatty. He came
Nice.
over. He's our basketball coach now. Coach Boyce have retired. He's been there for a long time.
And Coach Boyce is still the
Yeah,
athletic
he's
director.
Still the athletic
right,
director.
right.
Yeah,
just
he's
not
the athletic
basketball
director.
coach. But yeah, shout out Coach Beatty. I really like him.
That's awesome.
And you're only a junior.
Yeah.
You got another year to go.
Yeah.
All right, let's get
He
into
was
this.
the longest tenured Sunset League basketball coach before he retired.
Rich Boyce was.
Taryn is like a
Yes.
human encyclopedia.
Now the next
the
one is
value,
Nick
I don't know what
Racklin.
Jason paid you, but you might need a raise.
Nick Racklin of Marina is now the longest tenured Sunset League boys basketball coach.
So our college commit for this week, Sunset Rewind, Jamiron Tron Baker, who was in with us last week. I pulled this up. He's only a junior, but he's committed to USC.
Great
Look how great
shot
that
of him and
picture
his
is.
mom
Yeah.
and the SC coach. By the way, how about my Michigan Wolverines?
Oh.
Mo, you are such a bandwagoner.
No, I'm a hater.
We had a nice-
Bandwagoner, I'm a hater, Terrence.
We had a
Big
nice
difference.
USC moment here with Tron, and you had to go there.
So yesterday morning, I'm walking around the neighborhood.
Lincoln Riley, Tron and his mom.
And I'm seeing all these flags, and they're not the political flags. They're the SC flags. I'm like, oh, man, the game hasn't even started. If SC wins, it's going to be like the early 2000s where you can take a step without seeing SC
I'm not
flag.
going to lie, I was shocked. I thought USC was going to beat Michigan. I was kind
They
of like,
darn near won that game and probably
Yeah.
should have.
The
Taryn, do you
officials
have any
sold.
thoughts on that game?
The officials sold. USC did not deserve to lose.
Uh-oh.
They got robbed. I'm sorry to say.
uh-oh.
Hey, I had SC second half, so at least they covered. That's all I had.
Hey, San Diego State didn't
Gamble
lose.
responsibly, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
it's
Taryn,
only
you know-
$50.
You know San Diego State didn't lose yesterday, Taryn?
Yes, but they didn't play.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the only
Well,
reason.
The
Technicality.
fans, the
Come
fans
on.
were the true winners. San Diego State fans were the true winners.
All
I
right,
don't know
hey.
how to take that, but
So anyway, SC, great game. Should be 3-0, but they came up short. But yeah, great shot.
yeah. Sunset Rewind. This
Ted
is-
McKinley is my favorite.
you did this. This is yours.
yeah. I forgot about that. God, we did that in the summer.
Caleb Annett, Corona Del Mar quarterback legend, and Ted McGinley, famous actor, who
Now,
went to what high
Caleb-
school?
Where did he go to high school, Taryn? Ted? You better know this.
Actually,
Seriously? I'll give you a hint. You went there too. I'll give you a hint. You went to the same high school.
Newport Harbor.
Yeah, Harvard. Do you not know where you went to high school?
I said Newport Harbor.
No, you said like a question mark. Right, Julius? Or am I hearing
Sounded
things?
like it.
All right. Yes, Taryn. Anyway, to answer your question, he went to Harbor. He was a water polo player, played at SC. Boy, I hope Caleb has Ted's career because that guy did pretty well after
Yeah, he
graduation.
did. Married with children.
Revenge of the
Happy
Nerds,
Days.
Happy Days,
Yeah.
Love Boat.
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, right.
Sunset Rewind, good vibe of the week. Save Niomata, Homecoming King nominee at the game the other day. There he is at halftime.
Okay, as a coach, I'm curious what you guys think about this. Like, if it's a close competitive game, do you really want your quarterback going out there at halftime? Now, it was different in this case, but we're trying to make adjustments, and he's got to put the crown on and sit there.
He ran out there.
No, he did it.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Did he win?
No.
No.
All that, and he doesn't get the dub?
He's got the surfboard behind him, but when I was watching him, so they announced the king, and then you just see Save bolt back.
Who got it?
I don't know, but I mean, Save, great quarterback, great dude, but he's ugly. He's real ugly. I couldn't see that for him.
We're not going to see him on GQ anytime soon.
Oh,
Julius keeping it
Julius,
real.
man. Save having a great season at quarterback.
I think Devyn should have been in the run.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Well, I can't. I'm a junior.
Oh,
next year.
Right.
All right, let's
He
start
will
lobbying
only
right
be
now.
Homecoming King.
Yeah, so
maybe.
we can already start for next year.
Who got homecoming queen?
Fallon Johnson.
Hey,
right.
Charger Nation, next year, this man right here, Devin Blake, Homecoming King. Let's go.
Back in my
Maybe,
day, we only had
maybe.
Homecoming Queen and Winter Formal King.
Did you win it, Taryn?
No,
You got ripped off.
at least I got nominated. Did you?
You
You got
did?
nominated?
Yes.
You did.
Taryn, if
That's
you give me the
awesome.
picture of you like standing there, I will give you $100 next week.
I highly doubt the pictures there, but
So,
Find
so
it.
you got nominated. So can we refer to you as Prince Taryn from now on?
sure. I did
Yeah.
win Mr.
Feeling that,
Newport,
feeling
and
that.
then everyone and their mamas decided to
Not King.
tell me, yeah, Mr. Newport. It's
Hey,
basi-
true story. One of my best friends when I was in high school won Homecoming King, and I still call him King to this day. All these years later, I'll be like, "Hey, King," and he'll be like, "What?"
All right,
kind of
Prince
like a
Taryn, good
terminology.
job. Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did not win.
Hey, you were nominated.
Probably
though,
a
dude.
close second.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them were like, "Oh, you won Mr. Newport. You did. You got to give other people a
No,
chance."
you got ripped
are
off.
you are the
You're first
unofficial
and
mayor of
last.
Newport.
I am the Don.
All right, moving on. Cole said our camera's about to die. Let's go.
Most player of the week.
Oh, I said ooh. Who is I play? Oh, Troy Foster. Yeah, he 6 receptions, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's just Troy being Troy. I love that vertical shot of him. He looks like he's like 7'8". But other than that, yeah, congratulations, Troy, on a good. We talk about this all the time. Can I just edit your your things.
That's
going forward.
pulling that straight from the internet. So
Yeah, but you can. I'll show you later.
No,
There's
I
a
know
way
how to
to
do it.
condense it. Go ahead.
But when you have that white, like that blank background,
He looks like Manute Bull there. He's like 7 foot.
It's an
9.
interesting angle. Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right.
Hey,
You got to love technology.
Shout out Troy though. Actually,
Do you know him?
Yeah, me, him, and Brady. We actually played Pop Warner football together our 8th grade year.
Oh, nice.
So it was me and Troy's 8th grade, and then Brady's 7th grade.
Okay.
So yeah, we all played together in Pop Warner.
Do you guys keep in touch at all, or just?
Yeah, I talk
often?
to them every once in a while. We got a little group chat.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Getting love from Devyn.
So my player of the week, I went with Jake Muir from Newport Harbor. 21 to 25 on attempts, 84% completion rate, 214 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, but most importantly, the 28-7 victory for the Sailors.
In his first start, too.
The only thing I have issue with is I heard he was 21 of 24.
Okay.
Now, I know we're splitting hairs here,
We can say
but
that.
you know,
You
tomato,
also said he had
tomato.
206 yards, so I gave him the extra 8 yards.
Okay, so it's even. All right, fair enough. Jake Muir coming off the
Look at that.
bench, stepping up, gets his team the first victory. Awesome.
All good. Yeah, congratulations to Jake and the Sailors. So Sunset Rewind on the radar players. So some guys that have been stepping up recently and deserving to get some shout outs. So you guys might know this gentleman. Maddox Thomas,
Maddox
number 20, junior running back and strong safety for the Chargers. Got in the end zone the other night as we showed on film earlier. Maddox just flying around the field, doing some good things for the Chargers. So wanted to get him a shout out here.
Let me ask you this, Julius, as a running back. Like, you know, the aggressive running backs always want the rock. Just give me the ball, give me the ball. But is there times where, like, you know what, let Maddox get a couple carries because you just want a rest or a blow, and it's nice to know you've got like a backup who's equally effective?
Hell no, I don't get tired. But if I did, then I would be very happy with Maddox coming.
Are you guys cool? Like,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You were happy when he got in the end zone.
No,
the other
yeah,
night.
I
you were
ran onto
stoked
the
for
field.
him.
I
Yeah, it was
celebrated
cool.
with them. You know, last year I was a little bit more selfish, but I've grown. You know, I'm like, hey, I'm alright.
hey, look, you got your scholarship. You're good.
yeah.
Spread the love.
But no, Maddox is a dog, and I don't know, you know, when I leave if he's gonna be more of a safety or run. I mean, because we have a pretty good up and coming sophomores too that might.
Yeah, your lower levels are rocking it, and I mean, Edison I always say they just reload.
Yeah. So, if Maddox is the starting running back next year, then he's gonna maybe come for some of my.
Well,
records.
Devyn,
He's got a good old line coming back.
yeah,
so.
Devyn, you're coming back next year. What do you think
He's
the
a dog,
prospects
that's
are
all
for
I gotta
Maddox?
say.
I mean, I think Maddox is a great running back. He hurt his like ankle last year, and so last year was kind of slower for him. But this year he's really stepped up at safety and at running back when he's in there. So yeah, I think
So he probably won't leave the field next year then.
no, probably not.
Yeah,
You know all the
Knutson
time.
and God, what's the receiver's name? We had him on our show. Yeah, are they getting ready to come back or what's? You don't have to
Knutson
give us
came
injury
back.
reports, but are they close? Because they're big time players.
Yeah, they are.
Will they be ready for league?
I just gotta tell you, Jack Newton like broke his ankle like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago.
Oh.
It wasn't. He's already like.
Recovery.
Yeah, I talked him on the
He's
sideline.
one of the most insane people.
Well, you got him coming back in the. You got a certain guy from Servite going to be joining the team.
Nathan
soon?
Stevens,
Yeah.
we call him Cupcake, Mr. Soft Boy.
No, that's Nasty Nate right there.
So he's gotten a practice player of the week all 6 weeks of the season so far,
Yeah,
right?
he definitely, as an O-line standpoint, he's really pushed us in practice every day, giving us great looks every day in practice. And so I just can't wait till he's back. And so takes a little of the eyes off me because
Right.
he's such a great player.
Right.
So I feel like me and him together on the D-line will wreak havoc.
There's another gentleman, you know, speaking of not coming off the field the other night, we didn't have him in the highlight film, but there was a certain guy who went out there and kicked off and made the tackle. You want to talk about that?
That was my first tackle at Edison, and I was hyped.
I didn't know you were a kicker too.
No, I kicked all last year, and then this year I don't really know.
Yeah, you kicked the ball off and made the tackle. That's pretty awesome.
I had like 20 PATs last year until week 4, and then they pulled me
Yeah.
because my knee was tweaking, and I don't know. I just haven't got back. I'm the backup on every special teams unit, and then they just.
How fun was that? Like you kicked the ball and then you made the tackle. Where you like,
so fun.
Where was Nico?
He doesn't do kickoffs. We got a sophomore. His name's Crew Bradshaw.
Oh, he's got a cannon for a leg.
Dog.
Transferred from
I don't know
Fountain Valley.
how.
Okay.
Like he's like 140 pounds or something. Like, but he's zoners.
It's all the
All
speed and the
zoners.
explosion. It
He
ain't the
knows
size.
what he's
Yeah,
doing.
yeah,
He's a
Soccer
dog.
player.
He's a
soccer player.
He's a
Oh,
dog.
see, yeah, they're the best kickers.
Yeah.
All right, what do
I
we
got
here?
another on the radar guy. You guys might want to take a note on this guy because you're going to be seeing him in a couple weeks.
Uh-oh.
And
He's got to be a Los Al guy.
Yeah, he's not going to be off the radar very long. This guy is a dude. Camden Tillis, only a sophomore, wide receiver and running back.
He had that scoop.
Yeah, on the highlight film.
Yeah,
you
he had a
showed
couple
earlier.
big plays yesterday.
This guy is a dude. He can play. So,
All right, Camden, good job.
yeah, Camden Tillis. Watch for this guy, number 8.
I can't wait for the Edison Losell.
Oh,
game.
I'm
you wanna tell
wondering.
him your deal?
Yeah, I'm wondering. Am I getting?
Yeah, speaking of that, I'm ready
Yeah.
for that tattoo.
Okay, they
I
know.
can't
Do you
wait.
guys know
Yeah,
Ashton?
yeah.
Do you guys, does he still hang around or is he gone?
Who?
Ashton Hurley. The dude was all
Oh,
tatted
I
up.
never met him.
I know Ashton Hurley.
Well, you
I'm
guys-
going to reach out to him, and if you guys win, I'm going to have him take Dole to his favorite tattoo
You guys
shop.
saved me the other night because had Fountain Valley one, I would have got the bear tat. So thank you. You saved me for that.
No, I,
But-
I can't speak. I know you guys had Los Alamos here last week or whatever, and they were talking a little bit of smack, and I'm not really.
Don't get in
a fan
trouble.
of that.
No locker room material.
No, I'm not really a fan of
sweating
that
bullets
going
right
on
now.
the air and really disrespecting anybody. So we're just gonna have to wait and see.
I think that game is going to be epic.
It's gonna be a movie.
I'm
For sure.
ready for that game now.
Oh,
Like, that's
yeah.
how fired up I am for that game. Man, I
So Sunset League, Sunset Rewind trivia. Taryn actually answered it last week, the Huntington Beach volleyball question.
yes.
So this week, if anybody knows, you can say it now, but I don't think anybody does. But in athletics, how many total CIF championships have been won by Corona Del Mar High School? So we'll let the fans type in an answer on that, and we'll address that
Hey
next
Siri,
week.
how many CIF championships is good?
Too funny. Terrence takes.
Oh.
Taryn, what do you got for us this week,
Taryn,
buddy?
been working out.
Oh, chill, my girl might see this, bro.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm gonna own up to my wrong pick against LaSalle. I should. Well, maybe if Mo didn't dare me,
You're gonna blame me for
yeah,
your
you were
pick?
like, Taryn, I dare you to pick against Los Alamitos.
I dare you to go run across
That's a pretty good
17th Street
impersonation.
right now.
Do that-
and
wait,
work
do
on
that-
agility.
Filming? No.
Could I hear that
People love
impersonation
me,
again?
Unlike you.
Do that impersonation again.
Taryn, I dare you to pick against Los
Do I sound like that?
Alamitos.
Kind of, yeah. That's,
All right. I dare you to go on 17th Street right now and work on your agility skills and just dodge cars coming.
And risk me getting killed? Heck no. And besides,
Well, you're going to get killed by the Los Al players when they see you because you picked against them. So either way, it's a net zero.
Nah, I don't duck anybody. I'm
Oh, let's go.
Taryn wants all
Challenge
the smoke.
Julius right now. I want to see this go down.
and injure him possibly? No.
All right. Give us your takes. All right. You screwed up on Los Al. We forgive you.
Yes.
Anything
And
else?
I don't have too much, especially since we're coming up on a little bit of a shorter week than normal. But I do have the records for you, me, and Kevin in terms of the pick'ems.
oh.
How we doing?
Okay.
Well, once
wanna
we
save
get
it, or-
to, once we get after my Terrence takes, we'll get to the pick'ems, and then I'll read off the records
right.
and whatnot.
All right. I'm curious to
Moving on.
see how
Kevin,
we're doing.
you're probably gonna kick yourself in terms of one of those losses.
Oh, I think. I know
Cole,
what
how's
you're
our
talking
battery
about.
power?
Yeah.
All right. We're good.
But yeah, I don't have much this week. Nobody did anything incredibly dumb. So
5-1. The league crushed it.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the best record we coulda had.
just in the football field, but out the football field.
All right.
Okay. Moving on then. Let's go to fan news and comments real quick before we do our Week 5 games. So, what is going on in Orange County, Southern California football? Let me get my
Lots
notes
going
here.
on. Come on. This
Korean
be ready.
Lutheran football player Jacob Maeva on Thursday filed for a temporary restraining order against the CIF Southern Section and CIF State seeking immediate eligibility. So he was ruled ineligible when he transferred from Santa Margarita. So he's, I guess there's a hearing pending that to
Let me
make
just
him eligible.
offer some advice to every freshman, sophomore, and junior out there who's considering transferring. Please do your due diligence. CIF clearly states what is and isn't acceptable. You're talking about a young man who is probably not going to play his senior year of high school, and you only get to play high school football one time, and that's it. And this is a guy who's a college quality scholar.
Right.
Not that that makes a difference, but
I think he's got a ride to SMU currently.
one
some
of
other schools.
that's right. One of the things that CIF clearly states, and let's pull this back into Sunset Rewind because Newport Harbor is the perfect example.
Right.
Coach Lofthouse went to El Toro this year.
Correct.
You cannot follow a coach to another school if they leave that school.
And that's apparently what
Which
happened
is why
here.
nobody from Harbor can go to El Toro, which is
Right.
fine. His coach was at Santa Margarita last year, went to Crean, he followed him, and because of that, that's a rule. So it's just not worth it. Look at the rules. Reach out to CIF ahead of time. It's all laid out there clearly. I hate and the same thing happened to that Tustin quarterback.
Right.
And I think it had to do with the
Tollefson, yeah.
coach.
Michael Butter Tollefson.
Butter
Right.
what?
Butter
Tollefson.
Tollefson.
Butter whatever. The point is he ain't playing, and that's an ASU quarterback. So just think it through. Do your due diligence.
Read the rules.
10 times. Yeah,
Due
exactly, 'cause
diligence.
I hate to see these kids not being able to play.
No,
It's
senior year, that's
heartbreaking.
tough,
It's, and they're just sitting there waiting for judges and court
Yeah.
appeals. That's not fun.
Michael Huntley, Register reporter, said the Alpha League is just fine. San Clemente and Edison got off to rough starts, but their dominant wins over CDM and Palos Verdes, respectively, in Week 3
In Fountain Valley.
show that the teams are still better than the vast majority of teams in the county. All right, here's some bulletin board material for you.
Oh, boy.
Mission Viejo is the best public school team in the state, and Los Alamitos bounced back from a loss with a blowout win over St. Paul. So they are saying right now another team in your league is the best team in the state, Mission Viejo. So there's some little motivation for the Chargers.
Before
there.
we jump on your alma mater, Mission Viejo, just what are your guys' thoughts on the new league? You went from the Sunset League that we always said was the best public school league in the country to what
Agreed.
is the best
Still is.
public league school in
Yeah,
the country.
yeah.
Thoughts on that?
It feels weird being the least known school in our league. I'm not.
Does that motivate you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It really does.
Good.
I mean, not being from here, I knew about all of the other three
Right,
except
you'd
for
heard of
Edison
them.
before I even came here. And so it's a spotlight, is how I put it. And I'm very grateful for that opportunity because I believe that. I'm not gonna say anything that I shouldn't say, about the outcome of anything, but I believe that the talent that we have, just the grittiness that we have, we really do have what it takes to at least show what we're capable of.
Like the last couple of years, it's always come down to you guys in Los Al. And that was kind of like, all right, who's going
Right.
to finish third, fourth, and fifth, and in what order? Now it's the opposite. Everybody's already crowned Mission the league champs, defending CIF and state champs, fair enough. And they're like, hey, Edison didn't even make the playoffs. And every game you guys playing is going to be must-see TV. Every college coach is going to be watching those games because San
Absolutely.
Clemente, Los Al, Mission, and Edison, for that matter, are loaded with D1 talent. So it's also an opportunity for you guys to showcase who you are and what you can do because a lot of eyes are going to be on those games. Devyn, what's your thoughts on the new league? And
I mean, I think it's just really a chance for us and everybody on our team to spotlight how good we really are. A lot of people maybe just like see our team, just see the way we look, maybe don't look like a whole lot.
Right.
But I think like as a team, as a collective, we play football and we have great coaches. We have like great staff, everyone at Edison, great community coming out to our games. I just feel like we're a team that you can't just like play around with, and I feel like we're gonna really show that this year.
And what a new role for Edison. You guys are going to be the perceived underdogs because of people like Teran, who I guarantee is going to pick Mission.
Okay,
He's
you
gonna
can
pick
shut up now.
Los Al. Probably pick San Clemente, but embrace that. It's just you guys and your
I
community.
can't wait for that Alpha League
I'm
to
just
start.
gonna say one thing is talk is cheap and it don't mean nothing until it pens on the paper when you got
That's
that final
right.
score, so
You guys get to make your case on the field.
On the field.
Not in the paper. You're 100% correct.
don't write us
Well,
off.
Chad Johnson does make a good point about one thing. He calls the Alpha League the SEC of Orange County Public Schools.
He's right.
I wouldn't argue that.
He's right.
100%.
Steve
But-
Fryer.
Go ahead.
I will also say that Mission Viejo is indeed the real deal. They just beat Basha yesterday, and that Basha team's pretty good, but Mission
Viejo's
I
made
saw
their
him play
case.
last year.
I'm not hating on people for picking them. That's a darn good team, and they will be a favorite in every game. That doesn't mean they're going to win it, but the fact of the matter is that's a good team.
Yeah, they won on Friday.
Such is life in the SEC of high school football.
So Steve Fryer talks about some teams playing some good football. He talked about Beckman being undefeated, and he said they're better than he expected. So the Patriots had a big win over Canyon a couple of weeks ago, 45-28. So there's a November 1st game, Beckman versus Marina.
Oh.
And that could be for the Lambda League Championship.
The Lambda
So
Championship.
Marina, Beckman should be on your radar. I mean, I know Coach T's going 1 week at a time, one game at a
Don't
time.
start
but,
looking ahead. We can do that. But
But
you
we'll
can't.
circle that one on the calendar, Beckman versus Marina. That's going to be an intriguing, fun matchup. So
I think I might be going to that one.
that'll be a great
Yes.
game. Dan Albano talks about Marina, saying how they're undefeated and better than he expected. They're pushing for a spot in his top 25. Haven't quite got there yet, but he referenced the 31-7 victory over Pacifica being impressive. And
now they just wiped out Esperanza. If they can't be in the top 25, I don't know what.
yeah, he talks about Shane Cassidy too, and of course makes reference to aggressive defensive coordinator Eric
Do you guys know
Johnson.
anybody from Marina? They're a Huntington area school.
Yeah, we had one of our running backs last year transfer there after I showed up, Gabe Carlos.
Oh, yeah. He's good. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Julius and Shane would get along, I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
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 I could see that. I'll hook you up. I'll give you his number. You guys can hang out after the season.
Here's a good one on a personal note for you and me. Which coach is the most fun or entertaining to talk to before or after games?
Coach Grady, right?
No, these three gentlemen.
Thomas, Strain.
I'd rather interview that guy. Who's the basketball coach for the Spurs?
Oh,
He's always-
Popovich.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Popovich is great.
Him or Bill Belichick?
Well, Fryer and Albano and Huntley all went with, between the three of them, they said that, two coaches, Chad Johnson and the other, our good friend Rick Feldman of Cyprus. So Steve Fryer said this. This is funny because I coached on Coach Feldman's staff for many years, and this is accurate. Fryer said, Rick Feldman of Cyprus, his team could win by 40 points, and he still would be worried about something with his team.
So we used to have this running joke, and it still
yeah.
applies. We call it the Feldy spread.
I
So
spent many hours with him in film and many years coaching with
The
him.
Cyprus coach will always change the line by about 17 points. So if
Yeah.
Cyprus is a 7-point underdog, you got to add 17, which means they're a 24-point underdog. Like, he just, it's the woe is me thing, and I get it. As
so
a coach,
funny.
you don't be overconfident, but if they're a 7-point favorite, they're really a 24.
Yeah, Rick is so dedicated to football. Like when we'd have a game, we'd beat somebody pretty handily, and bus ride home would be fun. And then 5 minutes later, it's like on to the next game.
Yeah.
But that's why he's also successful, and he's the most winning coach in the history of Cyprus.
The
and
best
one of the
interview,
most
though,
in
was
Orange
O'Shea.
County.
You asked him one
O'Shea.
question, and 5 minutes later,
O'Shea
he's still
was
talking.
great.
That's the old CDM coach. That's a little bit before your time, but anyway, he was easy.
Currently at St. Margaret's. So
How are they doing this year, Teran? Do you know?
I do not, unfortunately, not off
Okay.
the top of my head.
So Michael Huntley referenced Coach Feldman's sense of humor, says he always has a sense of humor and isn't afraid to crack a few jokes in post-game interviews. That's true, too.
Next comment I see, Julius Gillick, the number one
Rusher.
in Orange County.
772 yards, 193 a game, 10.3 a carry, 77 attempts, 7 touchdowns. That obviously is updated. It needs to be updated.
Right.
after
So unless Garrett
the other
Sable
game.
from Elisa Nagel went off, you're still number one. Is that got to give a shout out to Julius and the O-line.
Yeah,
No line, no shine.
Devyn, let's hear you tie it. This is your running back, but he doesn't do this without you.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it means a lot, showing, you can just see on paper, how good he really is. And I think it's just a team thing. I've noticed, in film, obviously, our coaches talk to receivers a lot about blocking, too.
And they do a great job at
They've
that.
stepped up
Stock
a lot.
blocking.
They've stepped up a lot in
Yep.
the blocking aspects, and that helps him get even more yards on those carries.
Shout out Aiden Brown for real.
And who was the other guy? Was it Schmitty?
Schmitty
it's-
kind of. He plays
He's
a
getting
little more
there?
defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a nice block for you
Everybody's
last week, I remember.
Smith did,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Shea
that's
Summers.
another. Gosh, the Chargers are going to get Jacob Martin back, too.
Yeah.
How many other juniors or sophomores are on that O-line?
Kevin
It's
Carter.
me and Kevin Carter
Okay.
are the only juniors
Okay.
on our O-line, yeah.
Good.
Some comments. Tommy Tarr, Newport Harbor legend, says, too many Sea Kings on this show.
Well, that was you giving Pals Verdes all that love last week.
Oh, he might
And
be referring to
CDM.
CDM. Yeah, okay. Michael Cobley, Clovis North is in the Central Valley, not a NorCal team. So, Teran, he says.
You screwed that up,
Cobley
Teran.
directed.
Dang it, Teran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Devyn. It's not just me. Thank you,
That,
Devyn.
I owned up to that.
So Clovis
You
is
did?
more near Fresno, I believe, not like San Francisco, right?
yeah.
So that's all right. We got a geography lesson. That's
Like
cool.
a border
Yeah.
city.
Isn't Mo oh, no, he's an English major. I'm sorry.
Right.
History.
And Cobley's pointing out Mililani, how we were mispronouncing that.
God, are we still talking about that team? Milalani.
Philzy 420, let's go. Shane Cassidy, crushing it for Marina. Yeah, he is. He's looking like he might be.
That's
the
going to be
MVP of
Julius'
that
new
league.
friend in a couple
Yeah.
weeks. I'm going to hook those guys up.
JA1000, Redondo's coaching staff is great. Fantastic game plan against Huntington Beach. Anywhere in the Huntington Beach player who left in an ambulance.
He's fine. So Brady Edmonds' little brother is at the school I teach at, and I
Right.
asked him that Monday what was going on. He said he was fine. They were being very cautious, ambulance situation, but he's fine. He's back and he's good. So yeah, that kind of stuff is like next level. Just
Yeah,
screws
that's
up the vibe
beyond
of
the game. Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's
Is
go
that
to
it?
our Week 5 games. Gentlemen, feel free to chime in and give us your
Oh,
picks.
man.
You want to go? You want to tell us our overall records
Okay.
first?
So last week, Mo went 5-1.
Okay.
Kevin also went 5-1.
Boom.
And I went 4-2.
Of course, that sounds about right.
The overall records are as follows: Mo is 18-15, Kevin is 19-14, and I am sadly bringing up the rear at 17-16.
Yes.
Kevin,
by
you
one.
probably would be 20-13 had you not predicted a 73-73 tie between CDM and Cyprus.
I thought
Oh,
that
that's
was
when he
gonna be the
wimped
score.
out. No, give him a
I
loss.
thought
That's
that was
how.
going to be the score.
That I did give him a loss.
Okay, good. Thank you,
You
Tim.
gave me a loss for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't win it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
If you predict a tie correctly, then you should be playing the lotto and not picking high school football.
You're right.
You know, the
You're right
Navy
about
SEALs
that.
famously say, you know what second place is? The first loser.
Exactly.
Just remember that, Teran.
If you ain't first, you last.
Exactly. All right, moving on.
Number 7, Los Alamitos, who has moved to 4-1, has Sarah at 2-2. So that's they play. We saw them twice last year. They played twice last year. We saw them in the scrimmage, and then
Is that who they lost in the playoffs last
yes,
year?
Bingo.
exactly. Sarah
Yeah.
of Gardena, exactly. You remember we played Sarah of Gardena in passingly when we were at Cyprus? That's when they had all the USC guys. Oh my God. they were
Okay.
so good.
Yeah, look, 4-1. No, Los, like
that's
I said,
that's a great high school football team.
they've had more talent on the field in recent years, but this is a better Los Al team.
Yeah.
Give me the Griffins.
Yeah, I'm going to go Griffins, and it's going to be close. I'm going to go Griffins 28-27.
Devyn, Julius, you want to play?
Griffins. I don't want to say it. But
Probably low Sal. I don't. Yeah.
All right. Teran?
I picked against Los Alamitos last week. I am not making that same mistake again. You never want to pick against a team that has a chance for revenge. Give me Los Alamitos.
Good breakdown.
Number 11, Edison, 3-2 versus Lucerna. Now, we saw Lucerna last year in that CIF championship against CDM.
Beating down
They are
my Sea
good.
Kings.
That is a good team. I think they're kind of like you guys. That record may be a little deceiving, but all in all, I'm going with my Chargers. You guys are going to win this game, 31-21.
Lucerna is the defending CIF and state champions.
Yep.
That was a darn good team. I saw them first hand last year, unfortunately. But Edison's on a roll right now. They're playing good ball. They're sticking to the plan. Give me the Chargers. You guys want to make a prediction?
they can't mess with us.
All right.
Simply put, they can't mess with us. I
They
like
can't
that.
mess with us. Devyn, same.
That's it. Yeah. Just
All right.
what you say.
All right.
Teran.
I know you've got Lucerna.
This one might be close,
I'll throw
but
something at
Lucerna got shut
Here,
out.
you want this helmet?
Nah, Lucerna got shut out by Korean Lutheran last week. Y'all obviously forgot, and Edison has won 3 in a row. Their 2 losses are by 1 point. Edison will win this one. It might be a dogfight, but I got the Chargers winning. This Lucerna team is not the Lucerna team that were world beaters last year.
Fair enough. Good pick.
Teran, where's Lucerna at?
It's in like Whittier.
All right. Who was born in Whittier?
You?
Yeah, that's right. I was.
I didn't even know that. Wasn't Nixon too? All right.
A little extra trivia there. Number 15, Corona Del Mar versus Trabuco Hills.
Ooh, Terrence
Trabuco
Thomas.
Hills undefeated. Corona Del Mar coming off their bye week at 2-2. So that's a tough one.
So you got a 2-2 team
Yeah.
ranked 15 and an undefeated team that's not ranked.
I'm
Teran,
still-
you're familiar with both these teams. You want to go first?
I'm sticking with my Sunset Rewind team. Corona Del Mar is winning this. Close game, 24-21.
Teran?
Typical Sleepy Mo hiding behind me.
No, I'll go first. No problem.
Then go ahead.
So CDM got up, just like last year, they started off 2-0, then lost the next 2. They've got a bye, a chance to kind of get healthy. I know they've been dinged up a little bit. No, heck no. I'm going Sea Kings all the way.
If Garrett James was playing in this game, I would, or at least
Who's that?
He's the wide receiver. He had an amazing catch, and then he had a shoulder injury, and we don't know if he's going to be returning this week or in Bravo League play. But if he were guaranteed to play, I would probably pick CDM. However, I'm actually going to go bold and say Trabuco Hills. Now, it has been a minute
Wow.
since Corona Del Mar has lost 3 straight games. The last time that happened, do you boys want to take a guess?
2011?
Nope.
Okay.
09.
Correct.
09.
That was the last time they got shut out as well. So, Trabuco
Who shut him out,
Hills-
Teran?
What's up?
Do you know who shut him out?
Irvine. I said you.
Yeah, that's right. You gave us that last
Yeah, I
week.
gave you this last week.
I wasn't paying attention.
Typical Sleepy Mo.
Yes, Sleepy Mo.
Sleepy Mo. I think you just got a new nickname.
Teran's getting political.
Sleepy Mo.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, so you're going with Trabuco Hills?
Let me
Go ahead,
tell
sorry.
you why. Landon Pompey is actually a pretty good running back. I literally poo-pooed all over Trabuco Hills, and I got to own up to it.
Yes.
I definitely apologize. They also got Ryan Luce, who's a fantastic wide receiver. Tristan Zale looks like he's him, and at quarterback. And I will also just say Trabuco Hills' defense is underrated. Now, this is going to be their first true test. They beat El Toro last week, and they've gotten some solid wins, but if they really want to prove themselves as legit contenders in their league, they got to beat the true boss in CDM. I think Tribuco Hills will step up, and remember, this is the last time they're at Davidson Field. They actually wound up beating Newport Harbor. And
That was a playoff game, right?
Yeah, that was last year's playoff game. And Mark Nolan said it best. That game was the game that put Tribuco Hills on the map. So Mark Nolan and Tribuco Hills, I'm going to be at that game. I hope y'all don't disappoint me. I got Tribuco Hills in a close one. I'm going to say 20... Let's go 28-24.
Boy, where's Adam Walsh when you need him?
All right.
CDM, just remember that pick. And so when Teran goes to interview you, remind him.
That's a
guys,
great
you have any
breakdown,
thoughts
though.
on this game?
I mean, it sounds like Teran really knows what he's talking
He
about.
Seriously,
does.
like,
So I might just have to go. He convinced me.
Yeah,
You know,
right?
I'm gonna go with
He's-
Tribuco.
I want to change my pick now.
I honestly couldn't tell you who Tribuco Hills is, and that's not disrespect.
Yeah.
I'm not very familiar still. But 4-0. I got Tribuco.
Yeah.
And hey, Teran
Teran broke it down.
That was a great
I'm
job,
about to
Teran.
change my pick.
Please don't make me look like a dummy. I need to get back into the W column. The Dawn needs to take
The
over.
Dawn.
The dawn is done.
too for your win column.
Thanks, fellas.
So 4 teams got buys this week. Fountain Valley's going in the buy 1 and 4. I put Albano's rankings up there because he goes 1 through 35, and hopefully this little motivation.
32, Marina.
Yeah. Harbor 1 and 4 are still sitting at 27. Huntington Beach is that'll be changed this
Yeah.
week. Sure.
Yeah.
But Huntington's number 20. They're going to the bye week at 3 and 2. So get healthy, Barons, Vikings, Oilers, and Sailors. Rest up and get
Can I
ready for
also-
league.
All right.
Sorry
Anything
to
else?
cut
League.
you off, Dole, but can I also just say, for those that are saying that Huntington Beach's win over Mayfair was an upset, it was not. Have you seen the past 2 seasons when Mayfair and Huntington Beach have locked horns with one another? Huntington Beach knows Mayfair, and they always prepare perfectly for them. So I don't think we can consider Huntington Beach's win over Mayfair an upset. I think Huntington Beach just straight up won that game because they had a really tough week against Redondo Union, and they needed to get back on track. I feel they may have gotten the ugly game out of the way, and now they can only go up from here.
I agree with that
Evans is
statement.
All right, Teran, fair
agree
enough.
with that.
Hey, by the way, who are you guys' pro teams when it comes to football?
We know Julius. Come on.
The Seahawks?
Bang Bang Niner game. Come on.
Whoa.
Wait, Niner fan?
Yeah, he
Whoa.
said bang, bang, nine.
Oh, yeah, I don't want you
right.
to get beat up next time you go to Seattle.
Niners are my 1, but the Seahawks are my 2. It's a little contentious
Okay.
considering they're rivals.
Right. You're
My
honoring it.
mom's from the Bay Area, so
Okay, there you
Well,
go.
that
That
makes
makes
sense.
sense.
on there.
right,
I've
Devyn.
always been a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
Oh,
Since
I got
was
family in
little.
Tampa.
Cole's loving it over there. Look, he's flexing too. Too bad we're
Devyn,
not
my
full cam.
sister lives in Tampa. I've actually been to Buccaneers games.
That's cool.
Back there, yeah.
I went to a game a couple years ago. They played Arizona, and so we went out. Me and my dad went to Cardinal Stadium.
Nice,
and watched
nice.
them play.
Yeah, you
Have
got to
a
get
good
back that Tampa State where they play is really nice.
Yeah,
I've been there a couple
I've
times.
been-
I saw them play
Fire the
Seattle there one time.
cannons.
All right, who's your college team?
Go Grays, but really UW. Go ahead.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
They took a really fat L to Washington State last week, so I'm really not even rooting.
They
for
looked
them.
okay yesterday against Northwestern,
They look
though.
fine. They look
Yeah.
fine.
Well, let's be honest.
Covered
Everyone looks okay against Northwestern.
Oh, Teran.
Taking shots at Julius?
Nah, the Grizz are on a roll though. Go
Yeah.
Montana,
All right.
It's more so of a shot at Northwestern.
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Devyn.
Me and my family are LSU fans.
Oh,
I
go
know.
Tigers.
How did UCLA do against LSU yesterday?
It was tied at half, and they covered. That's
Oh.
all we have nowadays. What can I
Gamble
say?
responsibly, ladies and gentlemen.
So Devin is
It
an
was
LSU Tigers
$20.
fan.
My dad's from Baton Rouge.
Oh,
so
nice.
Him and his family, yeah, have always been.
I went to LSU Texas A&M
You
game
did.
there a couple years ago. Great
We should call
environment, great team.
UCLA
That was
UC,
fun.
yeah.
By the way,
Because they don't
if
have
you
the second
guys
half.
get offered from UCLA, please take it because we need all the help we can get. I'm just saying.
Or San Diego State.
Don't waste your time.
Yes,
No, they don't need to go there. All right.
Sunset Rewind, quote of the week. You can't win together if you don't work together. Legendary
From a
coach
man
Nick
who's won
Saban.
multiple national championships.
Yep. Hey, Huntington Beach football games live with Dominic Lorenz. You can listen there if you want. Also, Tar TV, Teran, doing the broadcasting there if you want to tune into Sailor games. And, of course, save the date, February 22nd, 2025. The California Showcase at the Great Park in Irvine. wonderful opportunity for young men to be able to go play college football after they're done with their high school careers.
And if you like this show, please hit the subscribe button. Our goal is 2,000 subs by the end of the year. We're close. I think we're closing in on 1,500. So
If you got any comments, feel free to leave them on YouTube in the comments section.
especially if you're going to blast Teran.
Or Mo.
We encourage that.
Social
leave me
media
alone.
platforms, X and Instagrams, sunset_rewind. Thank you to JP West Media for their contributions. Thank you to our amazing sideline reporters as usual, Teran, Emma, and McKenna, Nick Verns for always helping out. Thank you, Cole and Murphy. And thank you to Devyn and Julius for being here. Go Charger Nation. Let's go, Edison.
All right, guys, congratulations on a win. Best of luck going forward, and thank you for coming in.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having us.
Moving on. See you next week. Take care, and God bless.
Shout out Lauren Spiegel.